Hi guys, my name is Tom, and in the course of this tutorial, you would learn how to create an invoice on Pandascrow. To get started, let us log into an account. On a successful login, you should look out for the quick navigation pane, which is found at your top right, the blue plus icon. Once you click, you should see a drop down that gives you the option to create an invoice. Click on that. On clicking on create an invoice, it would open the create an invoice page. The right hand part is a preview of the action carried out on the left hand part. First, you're asked of your currency between USD or Naira. These are the current two options of currency we support, and more to come in time. I'm going to go ahead and select USD. The next is to provide the client's name. Is this an existing client, which will show below, or is this a new client? So let us proceed to creating a new client. I'm going to have to provide for the new clients the name, the email, the phone number, the billing address. Once you have all of this, you can save. Now you've saved the client's billing address, which would also reflect on the preview of where it is being billed to. You can then go ahead to add items. So the items would be information around the services or products you wish to deliver to these clients. In this context, I would say a sneaker, how many quantity? One. What's the price of the sneaker? 15,000 naira. Dollars rather. And then I'm going to add that to an item. The next I would say is a gold bar. What's the quantity? I'm going to say 2. And what's the price of a gold bar? I'm going to say $200. And I'm going to add that to an item. Now, this is also going to pre-populate and find the total amount in your subtotal. Next, you can go ahead to set the payment due date, when you want the payments to be collected. Is it today, tomorrow, 7 days, 30 days, 45 days, 60 days, 90 days? This would allow you set when it is due for collection. I would say 7 days. And then, of course, you're entitled to enter in your notes. Thank you for trusting Pandascrow. Okay. With all of this properly imputed, you can also see how it's going to look in an invoice format, the preview version. Once this checks out, you can go ahead to send your invoice. Should you make a mistake, for example, in sneaker and the price, you can click on this edit button to change the price from 15,000 to $100. And then you update, and automatically this would recalculate, and you would find the value in your subtotal and of course the amounts payable. Now you can go ahead to send an invoice. On clicking send an invoice, the invoice would have been created successfully, and you would get redirected back to your invoice page, where you can find the invoice you just sent listed in the list of invoice you've created. The invoice number, the client's name, the client email, the due date, the created date, and of course the total amount. Should you want to see more about the invoice, you can click, and then it's going to take you into the page where you can find all the information about the invoice you just created. And of course, an interesting pointer is going to be the activity around the invoice. So you can always see what has taken place when the invoice was created, if the client has clicked the link, if the client has made payments, all of which will be logged in all of the activities tied to this invoice. And should you want the clients to make payments directly without necessarily having to check their email, you can come here and copy the link to the invoice that is payable, where the clients would go ahead to make payments from, and send it to the client, of course. This is going to be how you create an invoice on Pandascrow. And thank you for watching till the end. Look forward to the next video.